welcome back to the channel. If you're tired of missing your cast by 10 feet or more, drifting offshore, or drifting off your offshore sweet spot, this is the video you've been needing. Today I'm breaking down exactly how I line up on schools of fish and brush piles, step by step, and utilizing range rings, boat positioning, and even shoreline markers to lock into that strike zone every time. Let's get dialed in, baby. Alright, so to line up on a brush pile or a school of fish, first thing you gotta do is find the brush pile or school of fish. So let's jump on the electronics, look at the mapping. I'll let you see the down scan, side scan, see what a brush pile looks like. Then I'll turn around and show you exactly how I line up on it and how to utilize range rings. Let's get into it. Alright, I got the map pulled up right here with a point. I know there's brush piles on it because I scanned them earlier for this video to show y'all. So let's go ahead and look at the map and the electronics and show y'all what it looks like. Alright, we're gonna go over the tip of this point and find that brush pile. I like to put the arrow on so I know exactly where my boat's gonna go. There we go, there's the brush pile right there. Go ahead and mark that. Hit it twice. There we go. There's our mark. There's another old brush pile right here. You can see it's not as thick and bushy and as bright as that other one. There's another little one. But for the purpose of this video, to line up and show y'all how to make a good accurate cast, this is gonna work just fine. All right, a very important part of this is to figure out which way the wind's blowing. To have accurate cast, to keep your boat position right, you want to position your boat downwind or down current of the school of fish or the brush pile that you're fishing. Best thing I found to do is just look at your water. You'll see which way the waves are going, and that'll let you know where to position your boat downwind or down current. So let's look at the water. All right, clearly you can see the waves going this way. So if my brush pile is here, I want to position my boat here, downwind or down current. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna tap on the waypoint that we made, and that's gonna show me, if you look right here, the distance that my boat is away from that brush pile right now, which is 212, 215. I like to get 200 foot downwind of it and then turn the boat around to where my boat is facing the school or the brush pile that I'm fishing. As I get closer to that brush pile, as I'm lining up, I'll watch my distance of how close I'm getting. I like to get about 150 foot away from the brush pile before I shut down and hurry up and jump on the trolling motor. So let's take a real good look. 169. 157. All right, bam, shut down, hurry up, jump on the trolling motor. Okay, I'm up here on the front by the trolling motor. I want to talk about range rings, and the reason I like range rings because it makes me more efficient in the water. Instead of having to come up here on my electronics, hit the waypoint, then see how far I am away from it, the range rings gives me a good visual right away, so I can hurry up and jump on the trolling motor and know exactly how far I am away from that waypoint. Let me show you how to get to range rings. All right, right now, as you can see, I don't have any range rings on. What you're gonna wanna do is press the power button, go to settings. If you look right here, it's gonna be on the chart. Look right here, it says range rings. Turn the range rings on. All right, exit out of it. Now you see I got a bunch of circles. I got a bunch of range rings now on my map. If you zoom out or zoom in, it's going to change the distance whenever you click on the range rings. Watch, like right here, we're zoomed out. You click on the range ring, it says we're 246 away from that brush pile. If you click on the second one, we're 496 feet away. Now let me show you when I zoom in. Zoom all the way in, and you click on that, and you click on the first ring. It's exactly 100 foot away from the boat. So I keep range rings on. That way when I jump up here on the trolling motor, after I shut the engine down at 150 feet, when I get to the trolling motor, I know right away when I look at my depth finder, that first range ring is where I want to be 100 foot away from that school or that brush pile. A lot of us only have the weekends to fish, so you want to be as efficient as possible. And this is one of the ways I stay efficient on the water. Also, I want to mention, whenever you're looking at your range rings and you're mapping and you're trolling closer, and you're trolling to get 100 foot from your brush pile or your school of fish, make sure you line up on the bank make sure you look at the bank and line up something on the bank with your eyes when you get to that waypoint and you hit spot lock, because the wind's going to turn your boat back and forth, so you're going to lose your cast angle. So if you look on the bank and you mark something with your eyes when you hit spot lock when you get to 100 foot, that's going to help you stay efficient and cast no matter if the wind's moving your boat or not. So let's go ahead on the trolling motor. We're going to look at the mapping, we're going to find something on the bank, and we're going to line up. Okay, there's our brush pile, there's our boat. We're going to start heading towards the brush pile and get 100 foot from it. Just line the arrow up with your brush pile. All right, right there, we're straight on it. That's 100 foot. Click on that range ring, there you go. Okay, right away, look straight in front of the boat and get a visual of where the front of the boat's facing. Right now, I don't know if the camera can pick that up or not, but I'm picking up on that point way out there in the middle of the lake. The front of the boat was pointing exactly towards the end of that point. So now I know no matter which way the boat turns because of the wind, that's the cast I need to make to hit that brush pile every time. All right, for my live scope guys, it's a little bit easier for y'all because you can visually see under the water and see where that brush pile is and make accurate casts. So being that we're on that waypoint right now, we're gonna jump on the live scope and I'll show you the brush pile on live scope. All right, there's the brush pile on live scope. So with live scope, all you gotta do is point your trolling motor transducer at the brush pile. You know exactly how far it is away from the boat. You know the exact cast to cast. Just makes you more efficient. But for those of us that don't have live scope, I hope this video helped y'all. This is how I do it, and this method will work if you don't have live scope. Or even if you have live scope, this method still works, and once you get there, then you pick up your live scope and you can be more efficient. Either way, this is how I do it. I have live scope, and I still utilize this technique. All right, let's make a cast. We're gonna line up our visual with that point that we're seeing out there to hit that brush pile and see if we can hit that brush pile. All right, I'm looking at the edge of that point that I marked with my eyes earlier. That's where I want to cast. I'm gonna let it hit the bottom. Then I'm gonna start dragging and see if I can hit that brush pile. There it is. I'm in the brush pile right now. All right, but this is a good demonstration on how to do this. So that's how I consistently stay lined up on offshore schools of fish or brush piles. Whether it's using electronics, shoreline cues, or just boat control. Don't overlook the little things. One cast off the mark can make the difference between a limit and a goose egg. If this helped you, drop a comment and let me know which part you're gonna try first. And always, subscribe for more underwater breakdowns, and I'll see y'all next time.
I'm way gone, trying to find my way back home. Count my bones as in desert crumbs flow.